Okay, so the other day I was praying for my siege prayer time, and I was praying out by the Ignatian fountain, like across over by like Kenna, and I was looking at the lawn and like the fountain itself, and how there was like the fountain's like a statue of Ignatius, and there was also crosses like etched into Kenna, and the lawn just looked really pretty. There was like light shining through the trees and stuff. And I was praying, and I think I asked God something like, why do people, like, how is it that people on campus don't know you? I mean, there's so many reminders of you and like what you did on the cross, and people who have like spent their whole life searching after you and seeking you, and sorry. Oh my gosh, it wants to go up on the couch. Okay. And I felt like God said, people on campus don't know me because they don't see me. And I was like, what do you mean, God? Like, that doesn't, like, I don't understand. And he was like, it's because the lights, I kind of got like a picture and like I felt like God was telling me, like, the lights on campus aren't like shining bright enough. Like, we're not like living in love enough. Like, that's what I felt like God meant. Not in the sense that we're like bad Christians, or I don't know, or like, you know, like, it wasn't like condemning. It's just like there's not enough like love. There's not enough like difference between the way we treat other people and live our lives and like the world treats other people and live our lives. And so I was praying about that, and I was like, Lord, I pray like you would allow the lights to shine. Aw, or don't. Okay. I was like, I pray that you would allow the lights to shine, and like to be more like saints for you, and like more like lights for you on campus. And then I was reminded when Erin was praying, like, that the rivers of old, like, she just prayed that because she felt like she should, but she didn't really know what that meant, on like a few weeks or days earlier. And I was like, I just kind of asked God, I was like, God, like, what are the rivers of old? Like, it would be really helpful if we knew that. And I didn't really expect to get an answer, but I think I got an answer. I felt like God said the rivers of old were righteousness, justice, and peace. Like, those words in that order just kind of like popped into my head. And I was like, whoa. And I felt like, or I mean, I got a picture of like, okay, the best way I have to describe this is if, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Lord of the Rings or not, but there's this part of Lord of the Rings where Arwen has like Frodo on her horse, and she's like calling the waters around the bend, and they like come galloping, like there's like horse shapes in the water and stuff. Well, it was kind of like that, except there weren't any horses. It was just like water like roaring like over itself, kind of like a huge flood, and it was coming from the side of campus, like that like the mission is on, and like the mission gardens, like from that direction, but like not necessarily like from the mission or mission gardens, but like it was coming from that side of campus. And it was like this huge flood, and it was like that was like the rivers of old like being had broken loose and were like coming. And also I was praying, also I felt like it was significant that like it was the order of like righteousness, justice, and peace. Because I felt like God was going to like send his righteousness, which was going to like wash everything was going to become like righteous and pure and clean, which was going to bring his justice, and like his truth would be made known on campus, which would then bring like peace on campus. So that's it.